Okay, we can do a bit discussion for those, like to listen this recording. We already recorded this lesson in the past as well. So let's, we'll do some discussion how we can address all the learning outcome. And we already had 4 lessons. In those lessons, we already covered the 4 learning outcome as according to assignment brief. So let's see. Quick share with you. Okay. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. As I mentioned earlier, we already had 4 lessons, and this lesson is all about assignment discussion. We'll see, other people will join or not. And please make sure, whichever assignment you will do, please, make sure read the scenario which is already given in the assignment brief. So you're working in accounting firm as a junior assistant in the department dealing with the small, medium-sized businesses. So make sure read this scenario as a part of your training. You have been asked, to do an initial reviews of the following cases. So please go through these following cases. You have a little scenario here. Yes, as a client, in this case, so start a new training business and want advice on the number of issues relating to her business in this case. So you are going to advise and you must deal with each of the following. Really, these are all the assessment criteria, please, which we need to be look around. And if you look underneath, you've been given LO2, which is mean lesson 2. If you open lesson 2 slides, please, when you do these. So this is our lesson 1. That was our lesson 2. So you can look around LO2 and you've been given the indicative content. So please in LO2 indicative contents, go through these are the keywords that will meet, our assessment criteria. And if you answer these questions, so we already had a lessons about the company. We discussed about will of incorporation. We have the company, the limited liability, but it can be unveiled. And we can look around, so public and limited company limited by shares. We discuss about private versus public limited company, right? So please, we discuss about the 50,000 pound requirement, various sources of the company laws which we mentioned, and then please you've been given the assessment criteria like 2.1. So we underneath we already explained. I'm not going through it again in detail, but I'm just giving you how we can address, the learning outcome. So if you go back to your assignment brief, please look there. So open 2.1 and 2.2, so which is lesson 2, 2.1, 2.2, which is relevant. And if you want to go toward the distension criteria, which is D1, so please, you need to be follow accordingly. And please, if you have any question, don't hesitate, and just if you, any point you're not getting, please drop me email anjum@ukversity.co.uk or in the group chat on the WhatsApp, which is already we had created a WhatsApp group. Okay, let's please, so please, this is our task 1, and then you move to task 1B. So please read the scenario again you've been given. And if you look underneath, please, what we've been given is here is the LO1, which is mean lesson 1. So open lesson 1, these lecture slides, go through the indicative contents. Yes, as we discussed, please, in our lesson 1, we discuss about the contract law, we discuss about element of contract, key terminologies, please. We discuss, the contract. These are the key element in the contract: consideration, capacity, certainty, intention, and agreement is offer and acceptance. Then it's become a contract. Otherwise, it's not a contract. Yes. So we explained already the contract. So if you look, 1.1, 1.2. Yes, so please, we already mentioned there 1.1 and 1.2. So please, 1.1, 1.2, which is your related to task 1B. So please, if you want towards merit, so go through the merit criteria and distinction criteria. So please, you need to answer those questions. Okay. Then please, we had a discussion about uh, task C, which is task 1C elements, so which is, please, that's the key. We discuss about data protection, different legislation. We discuss about the principle, GDPR, intellectual property rights, which we already had a discussion in the past. So please, now if you go back to our lesson 4, open the lesson 4 slides. So scroll up. So this is our assessment lesson 4, which is LO4, and we discuss about data protection, intellectual property right, employment law. So if you're discussing these key points, and I included a little mind map for you as well, and we discuss about, for employment law is good website, which is called CIPD, which is Chartered Institute of Personnel Development. Good to explore. So please 4.1, which you can look around these, which we already had a discussion, the requirement of data protection. Yes, so please, you can read this, go through our gov.uk for GDPR. Yes, so we discuss, these are the 6 principles. So please, you can follow these 6 principles in your assignment. Okay, then please 4.2 is also part of this task. Yes, please. So you can discuss about copyrights, yes, which can be logos, intellectual property rights, anything you wrote, you can register it as well. So which, please, so we need to explain this, and I will cover our LO4. Okay, so please, if you have any question, you can ask. I'm just recording again for those, who want to go through. Please, if you're struggling, still drop me email anjum@ukeversity.co.uk. The sample assignment is also available on our Moodle page, so please follow those. Go through, and I already uploaded all the required resources. If you want, I can further share with you. You can drop me email or message on WhatsApp, and we can go through. Okay, then please is a task 2. When you do the task 2, again, please read the scenario as given, because you can contextualize. These are the key, indicative content, which these are the key assessment criteria within. So if you look here, this task 2, which is consist of our LO2. So you can open lesson 2, 2.3. You open LO3, which is lesson 3. So if you go LO3, so we have 3.1. We discuss about relationship, legal principle, case law, ethics. So we discuss about the code of ethics, 5 professional code of ethics. We discuss, popular people chat in offices, why ethics is important, is moral principle, and these are the 5 professional code of ethics which we discuss: integrity, objectivity, professional competency, due care, and confidentiality and professional behavior. Always, we need to be promote the values in, of course, if your self-interest, self-review, these can lead to the compromise, the professional code of ethics, and we have to draw the safeguard. And we already had a discussion, ethics are the principle, not rule. Law, GDPR, those are the rules, rules, the difference between, and we discuss about all the legislation. So please, it's good to go back to when you do your assignment. So please, you need to go through 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 4, and M criteria that meet it. So please, also guidance is good to follow. You've been given when you do 1A, follow this, please. All the key points as a bullet points you've been given: 1B, 1C, 1D, and under which assessment criteria under this, we are assessing. So please, it's good to follow. Okay, so that's we need to. Okay, other than that, please. Okay, this is PowerPoint slide, is just a guidance slide, please. That's also help you to prepare your assignment. So please, if you look, we have important points, you need to be, you can look around the word limit. Normally 10% more, 10% or up to 20%, plus and minus is absolutely fine, so please, task 1 is the word is just for the guidance purposes, as long we meet the criteria. So report form, please, again, report form task 1 and task 2, 2500 words and 1500 words. If you focusing all, of course, so you need to be focused on the command verb, explain, discuss, describe, those being used, and we already had the command verb list, available on our Moodle page, So please, cover sheet is a declaration, it's your piece of work, and that's you can download and sign it and submit as a cover page, because the cover sheet is important. Declaring is your piece. You wrote it, yes, not someone else work we using it out there. Okay, so please, task one, which we already mentioned, is 2.1, 2.2. So please, what sort of things you can discuss about, 2.1, and refer allo to slide 11 to 22. You've been given even the slide numbers. You've been given the link there to read and write, in your own words, the guidance. So please, follow when you do the distension criteria. You're looking the section of the company act, you're looking the liabilities, and if you're explaining these, you will meet the criteria of distension. So if you go B, you've been 1.1, 1.2, M, and these, please, 1D. You've been given the scenario, you've been given the guidance here. So please follow these, yes, refer the presentation slide. You've been given the reference number, even which slide is relevant to this task, So please, you can. Other than that, of course, we already uploaded the books, journal articles. Those also help you. Gov.uk, um, uh, parliamentary reviews, and the last, these are also relevant websites, of course, Google Scholar, which we can use as well as usual. Okay, so please, which we can, yeah, agent agency relationship, which we already had discussion, the book available. Hello 4, please, which is purely, and this is more about 4.1, 4.2, and M. So please, if you, and you've been given the link, which you can follow, and for the reading and copyright, trademark, yes, patents. So we already had a discussion. Intellectual property life, we discussed, and please, yes, if your task on one these, again, you've been given the guide. So please, this is the quite good slide. Also, when you do your assignment, you open and you can follow the guidance accordingly. If you have any question, then drop us email and we'll go through accordingly. Okay, so please, to make life easier, and I quickly go through the template I have created for you. So please, you can use the template. I already put the heading for you. So this is the cover page. Of course, declaration sheet you can copy and paste, and always good to be you have the table of contents which you can create, this, please, you can do the little introduction, this assignment where you're discussing about the contract law, intellectual property right. You're going to discuss about, agent and agency theory, employment law, different legislation, GDPR. We had a discussion, Equality Act, those you can, ethics, we discuss moral principle, and this assignment will address, all these issues within. And then, of course, state go to task one, and please, these are the key assessment criteria you're explaining in, and that's, will address, so, and if you look there underneath, you've been given the guidance. It means lesson 2, lecture 2 slide. Other than that, of course, it's key points available, or you can do the research wherever you want to do, but we have the books and journals and key articles is available. So please, it's always good to be, I'll give you, always good to go on the website, ACCA, our Open Tuition, our SEMA, our AET. These are all, awarding bodies. It's quite good, their articles on the certain things which you can refer and reference, good to use. Okay, so I already mentioned the source where you can get the information. We already gave the example. If you any picture, you're adding this, the graph to demonstrate, so you can give the figure numbers in your writing. You can say add the figure one, or the diagram or the graphs indicate, explain, discuss. So please, which you can contextualize discussion. So I already included this in the template that will help you. Please, you've been given all the guidance. Uh, yes, so please, follow this template underneath this, and then please, if anything you think too many words, put in the appendix, cross reference, say as shown in the appendix A, B, C, if you want one or two numbers, as you want to get the number. So please, that's, is one of the crucial elements. Please make sure you complete the assignment and try to complete within 2 weeks after completing the discussion. our assignment discussion. Okay, that's quick. Like if you're doing about the contract law, go back to and say ACCA article. Yes, let's give you for the sake of example. So please you can find the tort law and negligence and contract the key aspect you will see there, and you can read and you can rewrite in your own words. Yes, and if you want the case laws, please you can. Yes, so we had that what is the contract relation between party. Contract is a legal binding agreement is formed by the mutual consent. We discuss about the element, the contract, the nature and the obligation, the contract. Of course, we already had discussion all elements, but if you want to read from here, that can be a reference at the website ACCA Global 2025 and full reference and access date, which date you access under the reference page, which you can, So please, we already had a discussion on negligence, different types of negligence here, and you will see there is so that meet the criteria and follow according to the question as you've been given. If you're thinking, come on, I'm doing employment laws, so you can say employment law and go back to ACCA article is good. Yes, employment law, employment status, what is self-employed, employed, yes. And please, if you want to look around, not ACCA, then you have the CIPD, which is Chartered Institute of Personnel Development, and you will find plenty of stuff on CIPD website, which is quite good to use, please, if you want to use. So that's also help you. So you can please, health and safety is also part of employment laws, yes, about different legislation and different, elements of this. It's always good to be our flexible working hours, express term, implied term. So those are, you will see there will be explained. Okay, so that's one. Or you think, see SEMA. Yes, so maybe you can go back to SEMA is also it's Chartered Institute of Management Accountant, and they carry on explaining about the law. So those are quite professional website, good to use. A discussion article about the employment law. Yes, so this is been the section, and you will be there are plenty of videos available as well if you want to watch and listen them to enhance your understanding. So it's quite good too, which you can do as well, and you can refer as a reference. Okay, so please, other than this, I already shared with you. I'll take you back to just showing you all the required sources, so where you can find the information and make sure write in your own words, add the reference. Okay, so any case laws, if you want to refer in your discussion, you can snip it, throw it, and you can say as in this case. Yeah. So this is the book which is available on our Moodle page, which is the contract law. The contract law section will cover this, even some. Okay, other than that, please, I already uploaded for you a open tuition booklet, which is used for ACCA 4. So we have the BPP, we have a Kaplan, we have Osborne resources available, and the sample assignment. So please, if you look within this book, which is F4 of ACCA, that's relevant to this subject. And I can show you the content page. You can go straight to that section, open and read and write. Yes, so you will see there is we had a discussion about yes, so court, employment law, law tort, company laws. Yes, we have all these here, so you can click there. That will go straight to in that section, and you can read and write. So that's and you can reference as well. Okay, so any question from anyone? Okay, so please, of course, is the cover page as I shown you in the template. So please, you can structure and follow the sample assignment. You can create the table of content if you never created before. We can, and we have a couple of videos available how to create. So please, make sure select heading, anything you want, the table of contents, go in the reference button. Yes, select it like go home button and select as a heading 1. Yes, then you go if you want to be as heading like heading 1 and subheading is heading 2. You will see there I already selected from the home button. Go into the reference wherever, of course, table of content of the cover page. Yes, go here please and click here and click table of content. It will update and the cross reference the page numbers as well. That's also a good way to move forward. And please, that will help you to improve the structure of your assignment and look, good. Okay, that's all from my end. If no question, we'll keep up to here. Hope, we'll speak to some point. If anyone, those are listening this recording again, please, you can drop me email anjum@ukiversity.co.uk and I'll try my best get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a lovely week.